All right, you're welcome to another video training, and then today we are going to create lists. We're going to look at HTML lists, and for that I'm going to create a new file. So I want to leave this like this, then create a new file here. I'll click on this and I'll call this list.html. All right, so I'm going to close this and I close this back. So HTML lists allow web developers to group or arrange set of related items or data in lists, right? So, and we have different types of lists. We have basically two types: the ordered list that gives us numbers, and unordered list. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change this to lists. List.html. All right. Then here, I'm not going to generate the boilerplate. I'm going straight to create what we have so that we keep to time. And also, you can go ahead and do the same. Since you've learned how to generate a boilerplate, you need not to worry yourself about that again. Going forward, we're going to create the first type of list, which is ordered list. Ordered list allows us, like I've said, to list items or related items in numbers. All right, so the ordered list keyword is OL. O stands for ordered and L stands for list. So OL, I break it and use the keyword LI to list the items you want. LI, and maybe I'll call this yam. All right, I'll call this yam. I'll save it. Oh, I think that's not showing up on our browser. So I'm going to click this to disconnect and then reconnect it back. Okay, that's good. Here we have our yam with number 1, and you can see here I didn't specify any number, so I can make copy of this, and then you see the number will keep on increasing. If I save it, I have to refresh this. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth. If you keep on increasing the number, then the list will keep on increasing. All right, so this is what we call ordered list, and this is just the simple way to create ordered list. OL for ordered list, LI for list items, and then that should go. So I'm going to use H2 once again here to demarcate ordered lists. Then I'll just copy this. I'll copy everything, then make a copy below, paste it. I'll change this to unordered. I'll change this to unordered lists. And then I refresh here. This is an unordered list. Now, to change this ordered list to unordered list, that is the list that uses bullet points, you just have to change the O to U. So I'll click the first O, hold down my Alt key, click the second O, then delete, use backspace and change to U, and then I'll save and then refresh, and here we have unordered list. It is as simple as that. Later on, we're now going to see how we can use our CSS to manipulate the bullet point, maybe to change it to different shapes, and also to use maybe Roman numerals, alphabets in our ordered list. But basically, this is how to create ordered list and unordered list. Now, there is another list that we're going to create known as description lists. So let me use my H2 once again, and I'm going to call this description lists. Description list takes these tags or these elements. The first one is the DL. DL defines description lists. The second one, inside the DL element, we're going to pass in DT that defines the description term. All right, so I'm going to put DT. Then inside, that is underneath the DT, we're now going to pass the data. So the DT is going to carry the term that is going to be described. All right, so let me use banana. I've forgotten how to spell banana. All right, so here we have our description term, and then we have to use the DD that stands for the description data itself. It describes the item or the description of the data that we pass in here. So this is the term, and then this one describes this term. So let me just say banana is a kind of fruit that is sweet. Don't mind what I'm doing here, okay? So I'll refresh my page, and then you see what we have here. This is the description term, and this is describing this list right here. All right, so we can make a copy of this. Oh sorry, I cut it off. So can make a copy of this and then save it and then refresh, and you see that I have multiple description lists here. So we call this description list. This one right here, we call this unordered list, and we call this ordered list. These are basic lists that we can create in HTML. So there are a lot of things we can do around these lists, but we're going to look at that as we proceed in our class. So go ahead and create your list. See you in the next class. But before you stop this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and make sure that this video gets to as many people as possible. Thank you, and see you in the next class. Bye.